Closed captioning for great tastes is presented by Dairy Farmers of Manitoba, committed to producing milk to the highest quality standards. Manitoba Liquor Mart presents Great Tastes of Manitoba. Great Tastes is brought to you by GreatTastesMB.ca. Great Tastes is sponsored by Manitoba Agriculture, Food and Rural Development.
Hello everyone and welcome to Great Tastes of Manitoba. My name is Des Daniels. I'm happy to be your host, and we are here at the beautiful Grant Park Liquor Mart Education Center, and we're going to do dairy best sides. Is there anything that butter, cream, milk doesn't make better? I don't think so, but we're going to prove it here. Sarah Cahill, Dairy Farmers of Manitoba, is going to walk us through a few recipes, and of course Ben Rush, product expert, Manitoba Liquor and Lotteries, is going to do some lovely beverage pairings with whatever we create. Sarah, what are we creating today? Got some interesting things on the go.
Today we're creating dairy best sides. And so basically it's going to be side dishes which you can make as an accompaniment to a casual, weeknight dinner, or as a side dish that you are bringing to perhaps a more formal event. And basically what I really wanted to do here was take traditional ingredients which you'd use as a side dish, something like a vegetable or a starch, and use milk and cream to bring new life to them.
Absolutely. Okay, that sounds perfect. So we're going to do a curried peas with cream. We're also going to do a truffled mac and cheese cup.
Yeah.
You kidding?
Yeah.
And what's the last one?
Last dish is a cauliflower leek and bacon gratin.
Oh, you don't want to be going anywhere. You are going to be going somewhere, though.
Oh,
You're
yes.
going to get some beverages for us to enjoy with the finished product. So, what are you thinking?
Well, the gears are turning already, but I just had one question about the the quantity of cheese that was going to go into the mac and cheese cups, because cheese has a definite tactile feel to it. I'm wondering how much cheese are we going to put in there?
Gonna be about 2.5 cups of cheese. There's gonna be quite a bit in there.
Cheese.
Yeah,
We love
we're gonna get
cheese.
cheesy today.
I'm just hoping you'd say somewhere around 2 cups or more. So brilliant. Okay, well, good luck. Excited to see you back in just a few minutes.
Great.
Perfect. So, number 1, curried peas with cream. And I love this because, peas, very humble kind of vegetable, but we're going to dress it up something beautiful here today.
That's right. And these are frozen peas that you could have in your freezer at any point in time. And
Yes.
you're right, it makes it so easy. So what we've started off by doing is melting a little bit of butter,
Okay.
to which we're going to add some minced garlic, so
Okay.
fresh minced garlic, as well as some fresh minced ginger. So you're gonna, I don't know if you can smell it already, smell some pretty
Well, let me get just a
intense
little bit closer.
aromas.
I can
Smell
smell it
and
already.
it's sizzling.
Oh.
So we're gonna let those flavors marry. And to this, we're going to add some Madras curry paste.
Okay, so when I first was learning about the recipes, when I heard curry, I just automatically assumed that it would be like a curry powder. So how is that different in terms of flavor, in terms of preparation, and so on?
Okay, so a paste is a really simple way to get a lot of complex flavors. And so this particular paste takes its inspiration from South India. And so we're gonna have spices in here like coriander and cumin, some turmeric and tamarind, and also some chilies.
Okay, so instead of just like having, getting all of those things out of your seasoning cupboard, you just have a teasopoon or however much you've used in there. How much have you used?
I believe it's a couple teaspoons.
Couple teaspoons,
Yeah.
and you just plunk it in
Plunk
there.
it in.
And now, in terms of the heat of it, because of course there's flavor, but is it? Because I know there's different kinds of curry paste that you can get. So is it really, really hot, or?
You know what? On its own, the Madras curry is quite hot. There's a lot of heat to it, but because we're adding the cream and when it's mixed with those sweet peas, it tends to sort of bring the heat down a little bit.
Well, it's
make
kind
it
of
a little
interesting.
more manageable.
My kids don't like anything with spice, and so if they accidentally have something with spice, one of them will start drinking some water, and the other one will be like, "No, have some milk. Milk's going to do better to sort of cut that heat down a little bit." So
Absolutely. I'm just going to put the salt in here while it's cooking up. Oh, it seems to be
in
stuck.
there a bit.
Okay, and then the cream. And actually, I'm going to tell you something about that. I wasn't sure if if there was any merit to the fact that people say, hey, you should drink milk or have a dairy product when you're trying to alleviate some of the heat or spice from what you're having. And actually, it is indeed true. So the heat or the spiciness from the chilies comes from the oils, right?
Right, yeah.
And so then casein, one of the proteins found in milk, is actually, it has the ability to bind to oils and fats.
Okay, so
and
it's...
so that's how it helps to remove the heat from the spice, which is found in that oil, from your mouth.
So there's a science behind it,
That's
right?
right. So we've added the cream to the curry and the garlic and the ginger, and it smells wonderful. We're going to let it reduce a little bit, which means thicken, and so some of that water is going to evaporate a little bit, so it's going to get a little bit thick.
It's so simple though, like that's just really just a couple things.
And you can do it right before you are ready to sit at the table, or if you're bringing it somewhere, you could certainly make the sauce, heat it up right before, and then add it to your peas, which is what we're going to do right now.
Okay. And I'm thinking that, you know, if you have some leftovers or whatever, you could add it to maybe some rice, and then just sort of like make it into more of an entree, right? It's leftovers, but it's supper.
And you know what? It's supper. You add it to some rice, throw some cashews on top, so you have some, you know, some nuts, some meat alternatives.
Look at that.
Okay. And doesn't that smell amazing? And I mean,
it does.
Like
yeah,
you said,
it does.
peas is something that's just so unassuming, and this just brings it to a whole new level.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
All right, so Dairy Best sides, that's great. Super excited about truffled mac and cheese cups. This is going to be fabulous. Don't go away. Great Tastes of Manitoba.
You're watching Great Tastes of Manitoba, brought to you in part by GreatTastesMB.ca.